Hi folks, I'm at Tanjung Manis at the Rajang River Delta in Borneo, and those are 4 different Longans. If you come here, by the way, stay away from the crocs, and by that I don't mean my shoes. They have tons of man-eating saltwater crocs around here. And they also have tons of different Longans around here. This here is the normal Longan you'll get anywhere in like Thailand, China, Europe, America. This is Dimnocarpus longan var malaysianus. Those two here are endemic Borneo Longans. Dimnocarpus longan var echinatus. Echinatus means spiny. They are not really spiny, they are rather bumpy. They are not spiny like a lychee. Those bumps are not pointy. This here is the variety Kakus, which is, well, at least I found it more commonly around Kuching and Serian. And this is the variety Isau, which is much more common here in the Cebu and in the Cebu Kapit area. It could also be something that has to do with seasons. It's possible that this was in season earlier, so I found it around Kuching. This here, however, this looks a lot like this here. First time I bought it, it was introduced to me as Mata Kuching Sarawak. Mata Kuching is simply their name for the Longan. Sarawak is the state here. So, yeah, they basically call it Longan of Sarawak. I suspect, because of the looks, that it's a hybrid between the Kakus and the normal Longan, the more international Longan. But I'm not sure. There are 2 Longans missing from this collection. One is the wild Longan, which I found a couple of times in more or less pristine jungles here in Borneo, which is yellow, not brown like those, but really pale yellow. And the Sau, which is a hybrid between the Kakus and the Isau. Yeah, those 2 are not very easy to find, so they will have to stay out of this compilation. Now let's try the taste. First, the normal Longan. This you can find, if you don't want to come to Borneo, even to Asia, you can find it also in the US or Europe. That's what it looks on the inside. That's why it's called Mata Kuching in Malay, cat's eye. Quite a good one. A slight flavor which I compare to old basements, but it tastes like old basements in the slightly overdue fruit. In this one, it tastes similar, but in a good way. How shall I explain it? It's like, yeah, has some tanginess, something that tastes like a fruit which has been stored somewhere for too long, but since this is really fresh here, this taste is good. Yeah, hard to explain. Now let's try this one, which I suspect is a hybrid between Kakus and normal Longan. The Mata Kuching Sarawak. That's what it looks like. Skin seems to be thinner than in the normal Longan. And immediately there is the Kakus taste. Taste of green raw beans. When you take a green bean and just remove the seeds and eat them, that's what this one tastes like. Just like a Kakus. Now let's try the real Kakus. This was already a little bit old. I hope it will be good. I selected the best fruit from the bunch. Also tastes like Kakus. but a little bit less so than this one. So the typical Kakus flavor is not as strong in the Kakus as it is in this one. And now, last but not least, let's try the Isau, which is commonly regarded as the tastiest Longan variety. That's what it looks inside. Yeah, it often looks a little bit like this. Come on, focus. Focus. It often looks a little bit like this. Not really like a smooth and shiny eyeball, but a little bit more rough and less translucent in places. The Isau flavor is not so strong in this one. There are some which are pretty tangy, even with the hint of pine or mango. Not this one. Yeah. The second one has it sweet, at the same time a little bit sour, a little bit tangy, a little bit like a mango. It was even a little bit crunchy. Well, just the first Isau wasn't so good. So here again, comparison of the 4 Longans. Normal Longan, this is the Longan you will buy in most areas of the world. Mata Kuching Sarawak, which I suspect is a hybrid between this one because of the smooth skin, and this one because the skin is not so smooth and because the taste is very similar. Then here we have the Kakus and the Isau. And remember, there are at least 2 more Longan varieties, and there is also another plant which could be Longan, but it's very different from those, so I'm not sure. So probably there are at least 6 to 7 different Longans you can try on the island of Borneo. Okay folks, stay tuned for more fruit videos from the jungles and occasionally riverside harbors of Borneo. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.